Have you ever had an STD scare? Yeah, a huge one actually. I got this was like a year ago. It was around when I got banned from Twitch. I thought I had I was actually 100% positive I had fucking herpes. I did a bunch of reading on like what I needed to do, how to live with it, how to cope and all that shit. And I was like fully whatever. And then I went to a big ass test to confirm. I got a big boy test to confirm my shit. Like I did like a full like $300 blood panel for every STDs. Fucking found out if I had AIDS and all that shit too. But I was actually clear for everything. I didn't have HSV 1 or 2, which blew my fucking mind because like 90% of Americans have HSV 1. I have no idea how I don't. I actually felt like a virgin reading my fucking blood test. Felt like I was being given a new lease on life. Holy shit. Did you ask for Bella's STD checks? She says that she's clean, but she also says she had fucking rubella, so who the fuck knows? What made you think you had herpes? I just got this really weird bump on my dick, and I was like, what the fuck? And then and then after it came off, it like scabbed over, and I was like, it's fucking herpes, dude. I know it is. And then I got so stressed out about it that I kind of got sick to my stomach, and I'm like, oh God, like when you have your first outbreak of herpes, you get sick, and this is it. And it's just like, it was real fucking stupid. It was so stupid. Yeah, I think 90% of Americans have HSV1. HSV1 is if you've ever had a cold sore before, that means you have oral herpes. Ingrown hair? Yeah, it was probably just like an ingrown hair or something stupid because I had shaved a few days before. The hairs like at the base of your dick or whatever always seem to be the ones that ingrow. At least for me, those are the worst ones. Have you ever had a genetic test like 23andMe? No, but I probably should, huh? Does your tongue rest on the floor or on the roof of your mouth when you're idle? It should rest on the roof. It usually suctions up. It helps your jaw stay up or whatever. How the fuck have you never gotten a cold sore? Because I don't have HSV1. But it's really, really, really common. That's why I figured I would have at least had that. Or maybe it's not 90%. I always hear different numbers on this. This says 50%. According to a new report, about half of teens and adults under age 50 are still infected with oral herpes. This says 50%. I don't know, fuck. This says 48% of Americans. 50 to 80% of Americans. Yeah, I don't know. 1 in 8 have genital herpes. Yeah, genital herpes is really common too. Why do kids get cold sores? I mean, you can get herpes and you can get herpes in, like kissing somebody. It's really easy to do it. So like if a parent kisses their child or whatever, they can get herpes that way. Isn't chickenpox a form of HSV? I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. Can you get herpes if someone kisses your dick? Yes, you can transfer oral herpes onto somebody's genitals. It's one way to do it. Have you ever gotten hemorrhoids and thought it was STDs? How the fuck could a hemorrhoid be an STD? What STD do you think you have? What if hypothetically Nathan or someone close to you contracts herpes? Would you stay away from them and not get infected? Well, you just don't kiss them or whatever during an outbreak, I guess. I don't know, dude. I did so much fucking research on herpes. It honestly doesn't seem like that big of a deal. It's just a fucking whatever thing. Oh wait, hold on. I've never heard someone describe genital herpes as benign. It seems like pretty sweats to me. I feel like a fair number of people who have it think it's not a big deal. They don't tell their search partner. It honestly doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. So basically, like what genital herpes is like you get it, you get it, and then the way that you know you have it is usually you have like one decent sized outbreak. So you might get like 4 to 6 sores, and then it kind of sucks for, I think they last for anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks. You can get a little nauseous during that time as well, like minor flu-like symptoms. But like 50% of the people that have like their first outbreak don't even have another one ever for the rest of their lives. Like half the people just get one outbreak and they never have it again. And then like after your first outbreak, the other 50%, if you do ever get them, they're super minor in the future. Like they don't usually have like nausea and all that shit with it. And you just have, sometimes you'll only have like one or two, or your outbreaks you might not even notice that you have one. Like, I don't know. Well, at first I was like super skeeved out, but then I was like, I don't know, it actually doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I assumed that if you had herpes, you had like horrible blistering sores over like your genitals for the rest of your fucking life. Like always. That's what I thought it was, but it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. I think people think herpes is like a persistent, painful thing your whole life. Yeah. Like that's what I thought. I thought that if you had herpes, I thought that like you had like sores and shit on you for the rest of your life, always, like perpetually. I'm gonna snap. All right. Can you still pass it after it's been benign? No, the only time that you can shed herpes is when you're actually. I want to be careful about this. I would say like when you have symptoms, but like you can be. It can come to the surface and you won't notice for a day or two. So there's like two or like you can be like showing like you for like a few days of the year you can be like shedding herpes and it can happen. I thought you can always spread it. It's just more easily spread during an outbreak.
Don't you fucking dare.
No. You can. I think you can only spread. Well, here, let's look it up. When can you spread herpes? I'm almost positive it can only happen when it comes up to the surface. Otherwise, it just kind of like lives in you and chills. I could be wrong on that, but let me check. Jesus, this site goes hard. You don't have to come to spread herpes. The disease is whatever, the stigma just... Yeah, honestly, the worst thing about having herpes is the social stigma attached to it. I'm not gonna lie. That's what it seems like to me. Herpes can also be shed and get passed to others when there are no sores or your skin looks normal. Yeah, so the only time that can happen is when the virus is shedding. The thing is that usually when the virus sheds, it causes sores to appear, but sometimes the virus can shed and you'll be asymptomatic, so you don't even know that it's happening. And in those times, you can spread it, but the virus has to be shedding. It's not like a constant thing. I don't think this site goes into it. I'm pretty confident in that. You can go look it up. I'm too lazy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. You got way too many fucking sharps here. Also, use a fucking bass clef, you dirty ass fucking guitar player.